Okay, so we are here at Janet Calhoun's house, and we've just chalked up the roof for some damages for a re-inspection. Allstate came out and said there was zero damage to the roof shingles at all. So clearly we would be disagreeing with that. I'm going to start on the west side of the house, which is the rear. We've got the majority of our wind, our weather, our rain, all of that kind of stuff comes from that direction. Big trees here, though, protect the home fairly well. So not an extreme amount of damage, but it is present. Got some debris and or hail impacts. See, unchalked there. Another good one here. And again, with the storm we had, there was a lot of debris flying through the air, as you can see with the sticks on the roof. And we did have some hail recently, but it was not associated with this claim. So if you hear me say the H word, I'm really saying debris. So up there, that should be a debris +1, because I don't really know. I mean, I see some spatter on the roof. So it could be hail or it could be debris. Either way, there was a tornado that came through right here. You can see the trees are just destroyed right here above the neighbor's house. So lots of wind, lots of circulating wind and debris. Here we've got some cornering where the shingles are all lifting up, as well as a nail pull. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here. See these shingles just come right up. Our nail pulls right here. See the shingles pulled up above the nail. So the shingle was lifted up by the wind, came back down on top of the nail. So that's damage. All of these are also about to do the same thing. This one looks like it's a little further along already. Right here, you can get underneath that. So again, at least 5 wind creased or nail pulled shingles on the back here. Come all the way across to the other side of the roof. You can still see some of that spatter present. And then you've got some shingles here lifting, pulling through the nail. I didn't mark nail pull, but I will right now. Didn't actually notice it beforehand. Looks like 3 of these have lifted and pulled. 1, 2 for sure are nail pulled. So again, pretty consistent. So I move over to the front of the house. Start here on the southeast corner. Again, some of that cornering where those shingles are lifting. Very clear. So again, getting pretty far along. This one will pull through the nail next. Here's several nail pulls and some delamination of the shingle. Again, pretty clear. This thing's just coming right up here. So come over here. Got some delamination marked for the dragon tooth coming up and apart. Hasn't really creased yet. Shingle itself, only part of it's coming up, maybe half of it. Shingles below all lifting. The next ones to nail pull if they haven't already. Keep moving. More of the same thing here. More nail pulls. Shingles just flapping around, clearly flapping around anytime the wind blows. Got a square number here. It's like at least 3 debris impacts, as well as 5 wind crease shingles or nail pulls at least. You can see right here a dent that's clean. So there's spatter where the dent is, clearly showing that it was a recent impact, not an older one. And again, there's not a lot of that debris impact or hail on the front of the house, but there is some here. A little bit more here, mainly on the north side. On the north side where there's a little bit of gap in the trees. Staying on the front of the house, we've got some creased shingles here with looks like a shingle failure. So got my crease here. You can clearly see the shingles creasing. It lifts. It's torn actually here, so that's the failure. Not a whole lot else going on around in that area, but very present there on the edge of the roof where you find that kind of thing. More nail pulls. South slope, no debris or impacts from hail. At least 5 wind crease shingles. the missing little dragon tooth, some mat transfer, and some nail pulling going on here. You can clearly see. And then that's just happening all the way down. So the shingles that aren't damaged are going to be damaged as this roof system fails over time due to weather. Again, with wind damage, an external force has to come along and blow up that shingle. It doesn't just unseal and flip up or pull a nail or whatever on its own. It has to have that external force in the nature of wind, more material transfer, and nail pull here, and delamination unmarked. So roof's going to continue to fail and more damage will continue to happen. I've had several wind storm dates now, as well as some hail in the area. Got a clear crease dragon tooth here that's lifting up. Whole shingle doesn't lift up. Lifts up to about where the tooth is. And then on that north slope, I didn't really find any damage. A little cornering I didn't mark. I just wanted to point out some of the spatter marking from debris or hail that hit the roof here. Clear spatter, about the size of a fingertip. So a good 1-inch hailstone. It's another one which we do have at this address, just not under the date that we filed. We filed for a tornado, so there's definitely clear debris impact marks and multiple wind damaged shingles from material transfer, nail pulls, creased shingles. The next step would be missing shingles, obviously. And I do believe that the roof is not repairable. I do believe it is a discontinued shingle. So I do believe that it should be replaced. Thank you. Oh, spatter on the satellite dish I forgot to show off. I'll do that at least really quick for the sake of being thorough. Again, you can clearly see some debris or hail or whatever has impacted the satellite dish and not dented it, but cleaned off those areas, so you can clearly see that. Okay, thank you.